Hello, I want to give a message to all of the struggling dads out there. I know a lot of you are discouraged. You wish that you were doing a better job. You may wish that you were a better person. You wish that you were closer to your family, better off financially, whatever it is. You could always do better, right? I just want to encourage y'all. Like, don't look at what other people have and feel sorry for yourself or feel bad about yourself. You are where you are. You have your own journey. You have your own journey. You have your own life to live. You have your own family, and you don't need to compare yourself to anyone else. You can have a standard. Obviously, you can have a standard that you want to aim for. You can have role models. So, you know what I mean by that. Like, it's okay to look up to people. It's okay to look at people as an example of you want to imitate or not imitate. But don't base your worth based off of what someone else is doing. Everybody's circumstances is different. We all grow at different speeds and that sort of thing. So keep your heads up, I'm almost 40 years old, and it's only been the last 2 or 3 years that I've realized how much not having my dad around for good portions of my life has seriously affected me. Most of my life I didn't even realize it. It's only now, looking back at my life and the things that I've experienced, and to be honest, a lot of the things that I never learned how to do or how to deal with. And it is what it is. Not blaming nobody. That's just how it is. And only thing I can do is keep moving forward. I can look back on my life and I can see mistakes that I've made that have severely derailed. Oops, sorry about that. Seriously derailed some plans I had for myself and my family. I'm nowhere near the place I will wish that I was at this point in my life. But you got to keep moving. And how you deal with that discouragement, if you are discouraged, if you are unhappy, how you deal with that is going to be teaching your kids a lot about how to deal with the same thing when they get older. As we know, and it never ceases to amaze me, but kids pick up on so much that's not said. Kids pick up on your energy. They pick up on all kind of weird stuff. And if you constantly feel like you're a failure, you're going to give off those vibes. As much as you try to hide it, humans can detect it. And I just want to encourage you guys, look, if you haven't seen that movie, The Pursuit of Happiness, featuring Will Smith, I suggest you go see it. It's based off a true story. And if anything else, there's a video going around on Facebook of the story of the actual guy that movie was based on. It was a single dad who was homeless for years, and he just looked like he was never not going to be anything, and he was never going to get anywhere, but he never gave up. Now the end of the story is that he's actually a very wealthy, successful man. And it's a true story. That may not happen to you. You may be broke your whole life. I can't say that that's not possible. But just because you are not where you want to be right now, just because you made bad decisions in the past, that has nothing to do with the future unless you don't learn from your mistakes. If you dropped the ball in the past, if you had bad habits, if you were abusive, whatever the case may be, that doesn't have to define your future. It doesn't have to define you right now unless you let it. Only thing you can do is move forward, keep trying, keep fighting, and do your best to learn from your mistakes. Teach your kids from the mistakes you've made. Don't beat yourself up. Use those as learning experiences. And again, your kids are going to see you fall on your face. Your kids need to see you fall on your face. They don't need you to be a knight in shining armor. They need you to be a knight with armor that has cracks in it, that has bruises in it, that's dull, and you still wear it proudly, and you handle your role as a dad, like in the midst of the challenges, in the midst of the feelings and the emotions. Because if they don't see you going through that, how are they going to learn how to deal with it themselves? So stay strong, hang in there. And I also want to say, and this is the main thing I wanted to say when I thought about this video. Real change takes time. Whether you're grossly overweight, whether you're a drug addict, whether you're an alcoholic, whether you're under a mountain of debt, whether you have a career that's leading to nowhere, and you need to like retrain or reevaluate your career or whatever. Real change takes time. It won't be overnight. You don't have to change overnight, okay? Your family's going to love you. Your family loves you, and they want you to succeed, but you don't have to beat yourself up. Don't put pressure on yourself that doesn't need to be there. Every day, every week, every month, every year, work towards your goals, and keep in mind that you're in it for the long haul. You're not trying to do anything to get rich quick. You're not trying to do anything to make you feel like you've accomplished something quickly. You want to make long-term changes and change habits, and form habits that are going to create the type of change and the type of life you want. That's going to change you to be the kind of man that you want to be. So let me tell you, like, there are times where I look at my life and it's like, man, I screwed up big time. I'm blessed to have certain things, but I'm nowhere near what I could have been. Like, I had the potential to be awesome in many different ways. And you know what? So what? Who cares? I'm not dead. I'm still alive. I can always turn my life around. I can always improve my life. I can always rededicate myself to something that can allow me to use my talents to impact other people. It's not over for you because things didn't go the way you planned. That's like one of the most basic things you want to learn to accept. That's one of the most basic things you want to teach your kids. So you deal with it the appropriate way, which is you keep trying, you keep learning, you keep going, so that your kids can not only hear you saying it, but they can see you doing it as well. Long-term change is over trying to get quick results with whatever it is that you're dealing with, you're trying to overcome. And if you develop the proper habits, if you develop the proper mentality, then things are going to change. They have to. They're going to get better. You're going to make more money. You're going to make better decisions. You're going to have more self-control. You're going to make wiser decisions with women. You're going to be a better father. Whatever it is, it's going to work out if you apply it properly. And I encourage you to pray. Like, as a Christian, as a man of faith, I encourage you to pray to God for the wisdom to be the father that He wants you to be. And it will work out. It may not be pretty and it may not be quick, but you'll get there. So keep your head up high, keep fighting, and just keep going. You're not alone. You will never go through anything that nobody else hasn't gone through before you. So just hang in there.